So we're back. What I'm gonna do here on video is actually drilling a hole in my hammer to make it, you can see exactly where, to make it accept my adapter here. So I'll just, first of all, I'll just pull this here up and get this out of here. There you go. Pull the sides, everything here, what's not needed. Over here where it looks really good on TV. Need to take this here out. So, back in business. So, how do we get a hole in there exactly at this point, at this angle? Because there isn't much space, like you can see here, as much space. So I made some drill dies. They're made so it's a perfect fit. Push it in there. I made that this pin goes in there. Boop. And just to make everything complicated, if you want to, you can put a screw in there and a bolt. Well, that's a bad screw. Cut in the front, I don't know what idiot did that. Well, me of course, but just to be a good example, I think I'll put one in there. At least if I can find a small nut. Well, apart from me, that is. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Dude, you're really well prepared. And I tend to agree with you. To be honest, I haven't really decided on if I was gonna do this on camera or not. So this should be in M3. Got another one too. This one. I got another screw. Let's just see. Oh, we'll just see what happens here. So I made these to pretty much accept the nuts. Which one is longer? That one? Okay. Try to put this one in here. I just need a hex. Problem here is that this screw wasn't really cut nicely. I don't know, I would do a thing like that. But okay. It just got pushed out. Could be there's not enough there to grab it. I think I made it for 20mm screws, I think. Don't even know if the other one will grip anything here. Probably not the way it looks. Okay. I'll just grab my universal, what I got here. Well, this one should do it. Another one of that length, or do I need to? Well, let's try that. I'll just push them out. Yeah, another millimeter should do it. So, yeah, there we go. Way easier. And the other one out. And there you go. So what is needed in there? Well, we need an M3. You could probably do it with one of these. It's got a drill in the front and a tab in the back, but I think to make sure, at least in the first one, everything's lined up, I'll just drill it first and then tab it. So if everything, well, what's this? Oh, I think our friend just went in there. So there you go. So I'll just put it in here. It should be pretty snug, and I can just see if it works. So there we go, we're through it, pretty much. So let's see how it looks underneath, and I'll just actually I don't want that inside my gun at any point for any reason. So now let's open her up. First I'll just, I thought encase it in there, and 2 points of pressure and the pin as the point of origin would work. Now we're gonna see how stupid I am. Well, triggers aren't that expensive, so. There you go, there we go. Well, looks pretty much spot on, doesn't it? Here the other one is. Yeah, let's say it's pretty much the same place. Now I'll just get this here. And I'll just tap it. It doesn't really matter from which way you tap it. You just need to be usually you would use tapping oil, but this here is pot metal. It's not that hard. Just break it in between us. So there we go, we're through it. So, put her to the side. Now for the testing. Probably people would say I'm stupid for doing that to my original hammer, but really, guys, these hammers are made of pot metal and are incredible cheap. So I'll just clear up the surfaces here, just to make sure there aren't any burrs. That's it. I'll just throw stuff away now. How far are we now? I'll just take it from the flat in the direction. Okay, we're around 24.5 millimeters in there. Get her out. There you go. Of course, if you wanted to, you could probably take this here off. The way it sits here in the back suggests that they had another spring there at some point. It'll go up on the flat there, but I don't know why they changed their minds, but they obviously did. So there you go. Now I just need to make an approximate measurement. Oh, I need to go a couple of millimeters in there. Should be around there. Just have a turn. There you go. Did I go too far? Nah, just a tad too far. Go half a turn out. Well, the advantage, you can change it afterwards. So, die is gone. In the dies, the hole are only in the top. You can drill out the bottom, it's not a problem. Looks like it held center perfectly. But you need to have a good drill, because if it starts eating up on the side, you could lose your center down there. See, just did a bit here, I think it's the heat. So, there you go. And we need to press a little friend out of here. There. So our semi-auto sear goes back in there. Which one's bigger? That side's the bigger one. So, well, in the middle here you got a bit of resistance. I'll just take my little hammer and easy on the table. Needs to move freely, very important, and it will go back on that thing, but shouldn't be too much. Could be that's will impair full auto, but well, obviously you can't have everything. So release the hammer. There you go. Step up, angle up. Press our friend here back that you can put something in the hole here. See? Get hold in there. So now just push the hammer forward until it goes in there. Yeah. Just pull up on here and it should release. Yeah. There you go. Now we need the rest out of here, and we need this little friend here. Oh, need to go the other way around. But you can, if you want to, just change the height afterwards. So now we need our other little friend. Rounded off these sides here. Just to make everything just a tad smoother. And they just go in there. So get our side on there. Get the other side on there. There you go. We're caught up. Now you just push it in there. You can see the tap that holds the spring. If you put the spring in too early, it'll jump under there like before. So now it's lined up pretty much. I'll just put the spring in there, if I can find it. Probably put it somewhere to keep it safe. Ah, there you go, rolled under here. Okay. Spring gets dropped, and then spring gets put in the wrong hole, and then I don't know if third's a charm. I'll just have to push it a bit more down here. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Sometimes it hangs up on the back. So, screw holes are aligned. Spring is in there. Bottom screw. And this here I cleaned up as well, that it runs in there smoothly. Should probably test it. Yeah. Easy peasy. So sometimes with the wrong angle, the trigger bar, there you go. So see here, in here, the trigger bar goes up. Grab that and just need to get bolt it back in there. I know I didn't put the back plate on. I'll do that when I need it. So now it won't shoot, and when it won't shoot, what is the problem? The problem is, could be it's not cocked, but I need to press all the way back at semi-auto, yeah, hard. So I'll always charge it before I pull it out. That's why I didn't put it on the back plate. So now, to make it sooner, I just turn this around. Turn around. Get it back in there. So now I'll try. Just see how much. Where am I? Fits almost with the back. See if some full auto works. I don't know if it works. Oh, that's safe. There. Hold it in. It already fired, so it works. Yeah. And that's my super duper way lighter and trigger pack with a few printed parts. I usually makes it so you can convert it back. If I remove these parts again and use the original trigger bar, it'll work to 100%. So let's get it back out there. So this is a conversion. That part where the screw is not important. You just need to polish the bottom of the trigger, and that's it, and you're back in business. So if anybody wants these, I'll be printing up sets like this. You need to clean up yourself. The best way to clean up the sides, the edges, because it comes with a brim that it doesn't fall off, is you break the brim off with your hands and you just take something and just remove the edge. That's it. There are different ways. You can do it like this. You can just use a file. It's really easy. Just polish every surface. You can see the steps in here because this is the orientation in which it is printed. You got these steps in there. Everywhere where two surfaces meet in a not linear fashion, like here, this goes backwards, pushes the sear helper, which I call it, upwards. Here, just with a very fine sandpaper or file, polish it there and it'll be easier. So, hope you like it. I really love this. Until today, I only tried it with my converted trigger with a screw in there. I didn't try it with the original. Well, it does make a difference because I modeled this exactly like the original. That's why I can use my printed parts as test objects and just change the original one. Somebody wants a set. I haven't calculated a price yet, but it will come with the whole trigger unit. I don't know if I should deliver screws as well. I don't have that many screws. I need to buy some, but we can talk about that. And it'll of course come, if you want to go the way I did, with the drill template, but that won't come with screws. You just use what you got. Important is it's flat down here. If you use countersunk screws, it'll it'll just destroy it. So don't do that. If you like it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Well, I don't know. I only have around 80 subscriptions, so I don't think it matters, but hope you like it. Thanks, guys.